Bonjour everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome back to another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight on Samaraa Part 1 by GenetiX-soFt. GenetiX is another Frenchman, and I've recently become friends with his brother DarkTony62, who's making the Foxy Park series on the PlayStation Workshop. You could say that talent runs in the family. Hell, even the country. Wink wink. I was so impressed by what Tony could do with blueprints from the workshop, implementing them in his areas with such care, but what his brother GenetiX has done in today's creation has blown me away. Yes, they both use some assets from the workshop, but does that make their creations less good? Absolutely not. They're absolute masters of what they do and embellish existing creations by using them to embellish their own. In the description, GenetiX is thanking everyone whose creation he's used, so if you see some of yours, he is thanking you, my friend. Just like Tony's creations, this is one area of a bigger park, and what a way to start it! Not only is it a realistic and immersive Disneyland-like experience, but it takes some aspects of Planco to a whole new level, and I'm really happy and honored to be the first to spotlight GenetiX's park to hopefully do it justice. If you're a PlayStation player and would like me to do a spotlight on your park, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. And if you like this sort of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and show the creator of this park some love in the comments. And without further ado, sit back, relax, and let me take you to the wonderful world of Samaraa Part 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Samaraa. Actually, I'm not really sure how... Well, in French it would be Samaraa, but I want to say it in English because I don't want to switch my accent. We've seen how that goes with Tutatis the other day, so... Yeah, but look at that, like... Most people don't really do the parking entrance, and I really appreciate that. Obviously the saves makes you start right next to the actual entrance, but I really appreciate that there's no tunnel over there, but that GenetiX has there's so much already. I can see that using that as the control thing for the parking entrance is so intelligent. I mean, come on. And so why is there parking 2, parking 1, I would assume is right there. And it is a pretty good parking as well. It's quite sizable. Oh, and it goes on. Oh wow, okay. I was not expecting that. I have visited this park before, but I haven't really gone in depth. One thing that I've just noticed, actually. But this is actually pretty smart, because the way that he hasn't really put any wheels on his car makes it so that the piece count is lower, because if you didn't know, a regular car, would be around 5 pieces. Some other vehicles are actually more pieces than that, and so that's actually pretty cool, because I know that well, actually some of them. So I don't think it was intentional to remove all wheels. Oh well, whatever. It's just on the outside of the park. We can forgive him. Nice little roundabout here. Interesting. And then if you don't have any parking spots here, you can go directly to parking number 2. Yeah, just as sizable. This is actually a tiny park, because this is a part 1 of Samaraa. And I mean, look at that. Look at the landscaping on the planners in the middle, and right there as well. And I really like how you fenced off the inside of the park. Really cool. Obviously, this ends here probably because they're wasn't enough percentage left or to do whatever you wanted. And here we are. So we have our bag check. Is that on either side? No, that's only here. There we go. I don't have any bags with me today, although a lot of electronics actually. And then you can get your tickets. Oh, really, really nice. Really nice. I don't know what happened with your screen over there, but oh well, whatever. Oh, I know why. That's because you copied and pasted. Okay, my bad. Those are nice. I really like the architecture to them. Is that a custom roof? I've never seen this type of roof before. I'm pretty sure this is just trimming. Oh, and the lampposts. Awesome, that's so cool. And then you have a viewpoint for the entrance. A viewpoint for Gulpy. Apparently Gulpy is a mascot here. For Samaraa. So I believe with the different iterations, no matter how long it takes them to do the part 2, because I believe this part took him something like 1 year, 1.5 years. Fun fact, GenetiX is actually the brother of Dark Tony 62, and Dark Tony and we've become great friends because we're both French, and I really like how he's utilizing assets from the workshop to do absolutely magnificent creations. I think that using the workshop in that manner, really doing the creations justice, is really a good way of using the workshop, you know. And so apparently GenetiX has used some creations from the workshop. So far I wasn't really able to spot them, and if I am not able to spot them, I think that is a testimony to how good their usage of workshop items they're making. So then we have info points. I assume that this would be where you get, I don't know, your fast passes, or your in French that would be PMR. So PMR is handicapped people, or wheelchair access, or a wheelchair access wristband. Technically, I know they do that at Parc Astérix. That's why I'm saying that. But yeah, Samaraa, I believe this is a custom font as well, so great job here. Especially with that little R. Amazing. And the turnstiles, perfect. Perfect. I'm not a fan of using the candy canes as turnstiles, just because they are a little bit crooked, if you can notice it. And also because they're a little bit tricky to place. That's why I use the Roman candles, tiny fireworks. But they do work. It's just a personal preference. I mean, look at that. They're amazing. And look at that. It's even the newspaper box. Do you mind, guys? There we go. We'll go here. We won't be bothered. This is the newspaper box from the studio pack, I believe. And I couldn't notice that at first. Oh my god, this is so inventive. Yeah, great design for the turnstiles. I really love those. Park maps over there. Those make me think of Tall Guy Gaming's. I'm not sure though. Wait. Oh my god. This park is so cool. I can see several items. What are those? I've never seen those before. But this postcard stand, I believe, is NH's. Same for the t-shirts over there and the pullovers. Yeah, he's got a few items from a lot of different people, and you've actually put a shop in there. Nice. I was really, even a popcorn machine. What? Oh, that's great. Cups, spiders, because this park is actually quite horror themed. You'll see in a little bit. Really like it. What I really like about creations that use a lot of things from the workshop is that you can see what all of the community has gathered up and made, and how far we've come with all of those creations, and just matching, not really matching, just mashing them up. There we go, together. I think it's great. A little problem here on the management side. I know Gulpy is your mascot over there, but you might want to do work rosters to avoid them being at the same place at the same time, especially if those two are following the exact same path, so I believe they're not on any work. 3 of them! This is getting out of hand, now there are 3 of them! But yeah, definitely try to improve on your work rosters. It's not a big deal, to be honest, but maybe if you do that, you might want a single Gulpy roaming around. And here again, hall with the park info. I believe that this is technically the same. Yeah, this is the same place. Well, we can imagine this is the same place as what was outside. Really love this music as well. Love the attention to sound, as always. You know, I'm a sucker for that. Especially that music really reminds me of my Marvelous Realms project. So yeah. Oh, and we have another Gulpy over there. I think this one is stuck. And I really like how you've done kids by sinking them into the ground. Oh, it's nice to have a photo up like that. Although this guy probably feels lonely. Actually, I don't really know if putting employees like that lowers the what's it called, the employee happiness. The Haven. Oh my god. Okay, so let's do the inside first and then we'll go upstairs. But wow. We got restrooms over there. A little bit custom as well. Nice. Not all the way though. Not all the way. Drinking fountains. Condiments. What is that green thing? Would that be wasabi? And oh. What? Trays using the traffic signs? Oh, that is brilliant. Even if that is from the workshop, I've never seen that before. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. Absolutely love that. Custom seating as well. See, that isn't many pieces as well, because he's using basic shapes. Oh, okay, you might want to get rid of that clipping over there with the Scaevola. Yeah, some clipping issues with the buildings, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll look over them. We'll look past them, I mean. Another one of those tray return things. Perfect. This is beautiful. I'm looking at freaking traffic signs and I'm saying this is beautiful. Like, you guys are not even ready for the rest of the park. So I believe this is a staff room, restroom, and then we have the actual restaurant. Why is it called stage? Or in French, stage? I'm actually not sure. Even though I'm bilingual for both of our friend's language. I'm not sure why this is called stage. But yeah, this is so cool, especially putting the menus like this. I think very few people do it, and that does wonders. And then, so this was the haven, and there is an upstairs part to it, and obviously the guests. Well, technically you could make the guests go upstairs if you had put a shop in there. But look at that. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah, that's hot. It's really tucked away as well, so you don't... this is really peaceful, and I really like this this restaurant over there. I could stay in here for hours, to be honest. I really like the architecture, the little canopy you've made. So good. Let's go back down. Oh, you have a little speaker showing here. I don't know if that was intentional. Really like how you've done some custom planers as well, because the paths obviously split up over here, so you have to figure out something. And usually when you have to work out planners, it's much easier to do stonework than placing actual walls. Believe me, I know. So here we have another popcorn machine, popcorn stand. This is great. With, oh my god, with the little cash machine, especially with that key of the time machine is working so well for the cash machine. I don't know how long it is. Hold on, let me see. We're 15 minutes in, and I haven't gotten to a ride, but this is what this park is. This is much more of a walkthrough experience than an actual park. I think there are only 2 main rides and 3 flat rides, so that's 5 total. And obviously opening soon, so maybe in part 2. Knowing that this family has talent, theme park wise, I'm sure that whatever part 2 will be, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. So we have our first ride, our first flat ride actually, and I really like the height limit thing. I don't know if you've... Yes, you have. Gulpy, do you mind? Yes, you have, because technically the orange section would be the kids, and if they're in the green, they can ride by on their own. And if you look at the size of our friend over here, it's kind of matching. I don't know, I would need to see a kid roaming around to actually know. But look at this queue line just for a chair swing. Usually I skip flat rides, to be honest. But when you see that the queue is really detailed and everything, I really want to not skip them, because otherwise that wouldn't do GenetiX's work justice. Even the ride operator booth. I wonder how the guests walk around this place, because they might be walking through that thing over there, which is perfectly fine. That's just how the game works, and I usually like to take that into account personally. But yeah, really nice flat ride skin for oh, and we have another one right at the exit. Oh, Prince. See, that's one of the blueprints I think he's got from someone else. Especially this one kind of reminds me of Albert's Lord of the Parks park. This is really repetitive saying Lord of the Parks. Lord of the Rings, essentially. With the prancing pony. I'm not sure. I don't want to say that is 100% his. So, but that's what it reminds me of, definitely. Which is totally fine. Again, I love that people are using blueprints in that manner. I mean, look at that. Look at that roof. Oh, so good. And the way hat's fantastic with the witch's hat. And it's a little custom as well inside. Oh, you know I like me some custom shops. We've got a copy over here. What did I want to see? Right, this. Whoop, sorry about that. Right. Because we're going inside Magical Town, the first area of the park. That was more like a main street or a main oh, you see, that's what I was alluding to. So now Gulpy is really not happy at all, and that's because he is alone on one path and he cannot get to either a staff room or a path, obviously roaming around. So he's sad. There you go. That's why I don't like people doing that. That just makes me sad. But that's totally fine if you do it here. And we have a plan. We have directions for Dwarven Mines, Skeleton Manor, and Oka Splash. What is Oka Splash? I don't remember what it is. And then we have Magical Town, so that big fantasy area that we're going to go in. Oh, are we going to be lucky enough to see one go by? Maybe yes, maybe no. Most likely no. Oh. Yes! There we go. So this is kind of a Seven Dwarfs mine train kind of attraction. And yeah, I seem to remember that this is a good one. We even have a an owl on drugs, I guess. but it's still, for what basic shapes allow us to do, I think it's a pretty good job what you did right there. And the little waterfall as well. I'm not gonna point out every single little detail because there are so many of them. I mean, if it's something that I'm nerding out on, even just putting some temple blocks right there, just to avoid seeing the classic entrance, is just a great touch. Shows how you care. Yeah, those buildings really remind me of Alberts's park. Then we have a little carousel, it doesn't do much. Oh, and we have our first ride, Dwarven Mines. 65 minutes, wow. Right. So I assume that Oka Splash is not something we can get to yet. This is gonna be something for his African area. Same with Right Flyer. It's probably gonna be something to do with Indonesia. And you have priority passes for Dwarven Mines. Is there a fast pass queue? Oh, there is! Oh, that's nice. And then we have the Belvedere, Skeleton Manor, and Magic Diction. Alright. I believe that this is a queue that you want to do at night. But first, I want to do the outside of the queue. Like a soul. Really love this architecture and the way that this ride is included in the landscape. I think we should do the main queue, to be honest. Alright, enter at night, entrez la nuit. There we go. And sure enough, the lighting in there is amazing. It's really noisy in there though. Really moody, blue and oranges. Oh, we're about to get into ropes. There we go. Oh, I mean, this is a great queue, I'm not gonna lie, but seeing this how long this will take in such a claustrophobic place. Really nice. You see, such queues are just done using clutter and lighting and stuff. This is something anyone can do. This is a freaking long queue. I think last time I took a priority pass. That's why it didn't take me that long. But look at that, we have the ride going right past us. I'm assuming that this last turn is gonna lead us to the station, right? Or maybe not. I mean, I'm not really commenting on what we're seeing right now because it's really tricky to navigate, but it is a fantastic queue, let's be honest. It's probably really tiny footprint wise. Oh my god, I'm really starting to... Look at that. Look at the way you could just look at the ride. It's so... Look at that! Perfect timing as well. Oh, I love it. And then you have this, the classic trick to hide the barriers that you don't want with theming. Really like the theming on the station as well, because this is our station, guys. I mean, look at that. Oh. What an amazing station. I mean, it's amazing. I don't want to really look at what else is there, but this is amazing. And the way that the actual coaster wheels are totally hidden, I think it's absolutely perfect. But hey, let me take a look. Hold on. There we go. At the stats. Yeah, it's probably gonna be more of a family ride, and just like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, it doesn't really do much. It's not a really thrilling ride, so I get that the stats would be that low, although the excitement is really, really low. I wasn't really expecting that. It's 3 minutes long. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Wow, okay. The G-forces are really nice. And, well guys, let's go on our first rides. That is Dwarven Mines. What a masterpiece of a ride. I mean, come on. It was probably a bit too tight at times, let's be honest. But the pacing on there, the theming on there, the way that this has just left the station and there is another one coming right in, so satisfying. The ride management is insane. There are even a lot of ride exits, safety exits, I guess. Oh, I don't remember. A transfer track right there. I mean, look at that. And it is departing as well. Oh, so good. I don't really want to break the immersion too much. But I mean, you guys have witnessed it just as I have, and it is pretty much a perfect coaster dark ride hybrid. And what if I told you that this wasn't the best right here? And you'd be like, what? I mean, with a ride of this caliber, with something that good, you're telling me that there is a better ride in there? Just trust me on this. So, we're going out. And where do we end up? Oh, we end up on spoilers? No! So this, guys, is Skeleton Manor. Obviously inspired by the Haunted Mansion. Or the Phantom Manor at Disneyland Paris. And just look at that! This is a taste of what's coming. Right there. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Again, I wasn't really looking into the details when I first toured the park a while ago, before my PS5 broke, actually. But the arms still sticking to it, and just having 4 skeletons, but one is just back inside this. It's so fun. The way that GenetiX has built a lot of custom skeletons is so fun, and this is a taste of what's to come, guys, because this ride right there is absolutely amazing. We'll stay at night, actually, because I think the vibe at night is totally amazing, especially with that lighting on the Dwarven mines. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Actually, I want to go back and look at everything at night. We have a few shops here, ice cream over there. Yeah, I mean, look at that lighting. So subtle, so amazing. I mean, I'm really proud to have French creators who are that good at the game, because, yeah, man, GenetiX is so good, and his brother is as well. They're both extremely talented and passionate, you can tell that about them. And, oh, we have the final ride, a flat ride, sorry, of the park. This is, I believe, Magic Diction? Where's the entrance? Right there. Right, Magic Diction, yes. Really nice to use the Magic Drats ride, especially in a fantasy theming. I think it works so well. Really underrated ride, to be honest. And then we have toilets. Did you do the insides? No, you did not. Another place that can be opening soon. Really excited to see what you do next, man, because you're a brilliant creator. Even that little windmill over there. So good. The little tower over there. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. I hadn't noticed the little witch in the tree. The tower in the distance. Oh. Staff only. And guys, I think it's time to go inside of Skeleton Manor, and I kid you not when I tell you this is one of the best rides I've ever seen in Planet Coaster. I mean, just the outside of it alone, it's kind of like this mix of the Haunted Mansion and Curse at Alton Manor, really. It's really modern, but not at the same time. It's so good. You have Death here, and the way he's used the Spectre with the skeleton, brilliant. With the Scythe here as well. Scythe? How do you guys pronounce that? Scythe? Is that Scythe? Is that correct? You guys will probably tell me in the either the comments or the chat. Look at that car. I love it. I love it. Yep, Skeleton Manor. It's time. One of the best rides ever created in Planet Coaster console. I kid you not. It is just a masterclass. This park, it's not even a park, it's an area of a park. This whole thing is a masterclass. It's beautiful, it's atmospheric, it's theme parky, but also really Disney Universal quality. I mean, what more could you want from a park? I mean, look at that facade. Like, brilliant. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's not a big park. It's not a big area, you know. But it does what it needs to do so well. And of course, enter at night, entrez la nuit. And sure enough, the lighting in there is flawless. My mouth is wide open, that's why I'm not talking. I mean, I've been there before, but I didn't remember it was this good. So good. There's something about us French. Like, we love playing around with lighting. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's that. But we definitely do. Oh, with the... Oh, beautiful. With the church windows and such. So good. And you even think of the realism with the staff-only access. It's so brilliant. And sure enough, you have the Phantom Manor inspired station. Brilliance at every corner of this park. And the queue's not even done yet. Oh, watch your head. Especially that guy with the tall hat. Okay, may I be a little bit picky? Why do you have this hat here? You could sell, you know, appropriate hats like I do. I'm sorry, I'm being picky because I know that's the only thing you can improve on. It was like Rat Spit the other day, or Sally the other day. Those guys are absolute masters at what they do, and I have to be like, I mean, come on, look at that, sci-fi in a spooky slash fantasy area. Nah, just nah. But guys, this is the time you can discover Skeleton Manor if you haven't before. And just before we get in, look at that. Look at the station. And I really like people who do that. And so far this is only the second person I've seen do that. Put stairs to make people exit at the right level, because this is slightly over elevated because of the mechanism under the vehicle, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Even look at that. Can you see that? This is probably something that most people won't notice, but the trigger lighting is so important. Like, most people don't pay attention, but that's the point. It's so realistic that it looks so good. And when you do pay attention, it's just so rewarding. Like, it's the sort of thing that probably Tommy CM can pick up on. Like, they know those stuff. They know those details. They have the eyes for those details. And, oh, it's just so good. So good. I love this. I absolutely love this. Even if that's something I've done before, that still blows my mind that I'm not alone doing that, and I don't feel alone anymore. To quote Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh my god. Actually, this totally unrelated, but this spotlight is coming out the week that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is coming out. And just before we get on the attraction, because there are so many things to look at here, I just want to spend hours looking at GenetiX's work, because it's amazing. Like, look at that, using the target just like NH99 for the moon. I'm not even sure this is a... Is it? It is a target. It looks like a target. Sorry to break the immersion over there, but... What else can I say, guys? Should we write this? I think we should. Let's look at the stats, just because I'm really interested in Dark Ride stats in general. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that to avoid spoiling you. We have a 4.62 excitement Dark Ride, which is pretty good. I think the best you can get is 5, to be honest, on the excitement scale. And we have a really long ride. That is 6 minutes, I think? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, enjoy Skeleton Manor, guys, because this one is probably one of the best rides I've ever seen in Planet Coaster. I just don't want it to be over. It's so good. It's such an amazing ride. It's beautiful. It's well made. It's totally entertaining. It's amazing. Even though I had ridden it already once, I think that just the whole package is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Shall we go in and actually have a look? Because I feel like there are so many things going on. And I know I usually don't want to break the immersion, but I think that... Right, that thing over there. That effect with the flying ghost is... Or the flying skeleton, whatever, is awesome. I'm pretty sure that this is something that NH99 has done. But regardless of that, it's brilliant. Like, as he said in the description, he's used some assets from various creations just because it helps him, you know. And well, if you end up with a creation that good, personally I don't mind. You can use my assets all you want if you need. And the food thing. Cooking the skeleton here. Oh, wait. No, okay, that is right there. And then you have the banquet scene. So good. That actually scared me, I'm not gonna lie. Then you have this sort of saloon scene. Little transfer track here. Then you have this whole boat section. Pirate section. Love it. That made me laugh every single time. It's so good. So good. I really want to look at how this whole ride looks like from the outside once we'll be having our final thoughts on the park. But yeah, man, that ride is a masterpiece. There's no other way of putting it. It's just masterful, from the lighting, the trigger lights, the triggers in general. I think it's just a complete package that, although it is pretty loud, a complete package that just keeps on delivering, and it's perfect. Like, what more could you want from a ride like this? And so now let's turn it back to today, sorry, because we haven't seen this part of the park yet during the day. And I mean, look at that. It still looks beautiful during the day. Obviously, the inside of the buildings is somewhere that requires to be to enter at night, which is totally fine. But yeah, man, I mean, look at that. Not only do we have an amazing park, but you know, he could have left realism completely out the door. And no, man. He's done 2 show buildings. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Just want to check something out. There we go. The whole layout. It is a big ride, actually. Wasn't expecting that. I believe that here is the chair scene. Yeah. So cool. What about the coaster? I'm sorry, this is the end of the spotlight. This is the time to break the immersion a little bit. Wow. It's so windy. It is breathtakingly amazing, to be honest. And if you look at that, like, I mean, okay, so this is 95%. I probably can, right there. No, it is actually a big park. So this is the mini park border from last year's contest. And probably if you removed some of the flat rides, you could have placed it in a mini park border. But the way that GenetiX has totally taken into account this whole realism aspect of the park and implemented it so beautifully and so realistically. I mean, what more could you want? Especially with those show buildings. It's brilliant. There's no other word. I'm so impressed at what he's done with this first part of a park. Because yeah, if he does similar, well, not similar things, but things that are as good as that, we're in for a treat for the coming months, years, who knows. But yeah, this has been one of the best creations I've ever seen on the workshop, and that's why I'm so proud that he's French too. We're talented. The French people is a talented one, I would say. Especially in Planet Coaster, we have several really talented people in France, and I'm really proud to be French because of that. But yeah, that was the video, guys. I don't want to end it, I'm not gonna lie. But oh, what did you guys think about this part? Because it's leaving me speechless. I don't even know what to say. You guys have witnessed it now, so you have a good idea of what it's like, and yeah, what more could I say? I think I'm just gonna wrap up the video, and I think the one thing that you want to do is congratulate GenetiX-soFt in the comments, because what he's done is second to none. It's another master in the Planet Coaster community, and we need a lot of those. You know, we love seeing people who are absolutely talented like he is, and yeah, I'm so happy to call him my friend, to be honest. So yeah, as for me, well, please like this video if you liked it, because I know this was a pretty long spotlight, but I thoroughly enjoyed doing that spotlight. It's this is probably the one park that made me want to start spotlighting parks in general, because it is so cool, and GenetiX wasn't someone that was really well known, and someone that is on Discord either, so I really wanted to do this creation justice, and I hope I did. And if I did, well, please leave a like, and if you want to see more of that type of content, do subscribe, because there are a lot more great creations to see on the workshop. As for me, this has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and I'll see you guys in the next one. À bientôt!